Hello and welcome to the Nerd Age Podcast. This is a show where we talk about things that are nerdy. My name is Jonah. I'm here with Mick.
Hey.
And Josh. We are back for more Nerd Age. We got just some random stuff we're going to talk about. Fantastic Four. All three of us watched it. We're going to kind of have our spoiler review of that. But we're going to just start off with some news. The first thing coming right off the heels of Superman, the next installment of Peacemaker Season 2.
It's the greatest show ever made.
Yeah.
Ever.
According to many people.
Because James Gunn.
That's right.
That's why.
Season 2 dropped a trailer. Did you guys watch the first season?
No.
I did not.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Yes, and you're not missing much.
That's not what the internet says,
If you like the James Gunn humor, raunchy stuff the Suicide Squad did, it's that on steroids.
Literally.
But what'd you guys think of this trailer?
Get it? Allegedly. I don't know. It looked like a bunch of people walking and then punching and then people
And
in underwear.
yeah.
I don't know. I have no interest in this at all.
Yeah.
And maybe we are the minority on this, but I have no interest in it. It doesn't look interesting.
I don't know. It's like people are fans of the show, but I don't know if I've ever met one in person. You know what I mean?
Do they exist?
That's one of those weird things.
No, I think you're right. I think it's like the hardcore James Gunn fans love the show. But when you talk to anybody like general audience, Peacemaker, they're not watching it. No. The thing that drives me nuts about this is it just seems so weird that you're going to start your universe off with Creature Commandos, which is very similar in tone to this kind of stuff, kind of just goofy, a lot of humor, gory, raunchy. And then you go to Superman, which is, for general audiences, and it's just kind of, hey, let's play it really safe and let's look at, there's crypto, there's a cute dog, and there's a ton of humor. Mm-hmm. And then your next thing is Peacemaker, which is rated mature. It just seems like a really weird.
And then you're gonna go Supergirl, and then you're gonna go Clayface rated R movie.
Yeah, yeah. To me, it seems like a cheap way to get different tones from different projects.
Yeah,
because I think you can do it without being like, oh, this is the project where it's just really crude and swearing all the time, and I think there's smarter ways to do it, and this just seems like such a lazy way.
It's also weird because when James Gunn came in, he tweeted something today, or there was a video that he dropped where he said, let me explain what canon is. He's like, Creature Commandos and Superman are canon. Peacemaker 2 will have a previously on that anything in that is canon. And then anything that
wasn't in it,
anything that they mention in the show is canon. But there's going to be things in Peacemaker 1 that
aren't.
Is not canon.
Like Jason Momoa,
Superman, Flash, Ezra Miller, them showing up at the end. I assume that's not. But it seems like such a dumb way. Like, dude, you could have just put your wife and friends in the new universe in a brand. Like, you didn't have to keep their jobs and jump through all these hoops to be like, here's the other thing that's wild. So, Rick Flag is trying to go, according to the trailer, is going after Peacemaker because he killed his son. He killed his son in the Suicide Squad. That character is the same character from the original Suicide Squad. Mm-hmm. So you're bringing in a character from the past DCU, and bringing him in, and then keeping him the same, so he's canon, but no one around him is canon anymore.
Maybe it's going to be shown in that previously on, and then it's canon. Just those scenes that he's in, though, not the rest of the Suicide Squad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, you're bringing a character. The whole plot of this second season is based on a character from the old DCU that you brought into your new movie to keep the continuity.
It seems,
it's so dumb.
Seems sloppy and like they're just trying to cherry pick the best parts, and it's like,
but not even the best parts.
Not even best
it's
parts,
like the parts that he likes friends and
he's
his wife.
Oh, I can do something with this. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the thing that annoys me about the trailer, it's like your whole plot's going to be a multiverse. Like, haven't we seen enough of like, hey, my life's way better in this other universe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go there instead. And then people are like, hey, you actually have it really good here.
Do you know what it is? It's Shrek 4.
It is Shrek.
When he goes to the other universe. Yeah. And he's like, oh, it's fine. And then he's like, realizes that Fiona doesn't know who he is and he doesn't have his kids anymore.
Every multiverse movie.
Yes. The other thing that absolutely drives me nuts, there's so many interviews with him where he's like, there's some amazing cameos from past and like present that you guys
future.
are going to go crazy for. And I was like, James Gunn, 7 months ago, you were like, the problem with superhero projects now is the cameo porn. That we just throw cameos in there and be like, you should watch for the cameos. And then that's all you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a complete joke. He is. And I'm saying it right now on the Nerd Age podcast. Wow. Jonah, certified. You can quote me on this. James Gunn is a joke. And a not very good joke at that.
Yeah.
No knee slappers here.
Nope.
I'm like, dude, you can't. Social media, like, just leave it. There's a reason why Kevin Feige's not on social media and Kathleen Kennedy aren't on social media, because you say one thing and then later on you backtrack and people are like, hey, weren't you the guy that just said this? And now you're.
It is crazy. Wild. Yeah. Not to attack him.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is funny, like, how into him he is, into himself he is, you know, because he's on Twitter all the time. He's on every single, like, oh, the DC podcast. It's me talking about it. I'm the one that's gonna, and you're like, yeah, you're the head of the studio, but it's like, how not many studio heads go out and are doing that all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Feige is a great example. He like gives an interview every once in a while, but he's not like, all right, in this video, let me tell you about all this stuff, or
even directors
draw me into this cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, okay, dude.
Yeah, well, I think it's the fact that it seems like he's making it about himself.
Yeah.
That just comes across very, it makes me not interested at all in what he has to say. Because it's just, I don't know, it just seems so narcissistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like find yourself somebody that loves you as much as James Gunn loves himself. Because the dude is wild. And you're right. When have you seen another director, like even leading up to Superman, it was like every shot was like, happy birthday to our Superman. And it's him like directing that, you know, like every behind the scenes, all the commercials, it was like, hey, James Gunn, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I'm just here to announce my Superman. And it's like, you should, Corn Sweat, he's a guy. Like, but he was always into everything. This is a thing that we're moving on to a little different topic, but it still involves James Gunn.
Dang, what is this?
But they asked him about Matt Reeves' Batman, the script, and it drives me nuts the fact that this guy is giving notes to Matt Reeves. Like, in what world are we living where he was like, oh, it's a great script. We've already sent over our notes, and I keep, you know, every conversation I've had with Matt Reeves is I keep trying to get him to use Batmite. I think it's a great thing, and I keep every time I see him, I'm like, "Hey, how can we get Batmite?" So I think it's really awesome. This dude, why is this guy giving notes? These are the notes that James Gunn gives in The Flash when Ezra Miller shows up at the end, and George Clooney is the Batman, and his tooth falls out. That was a note from James Gunn.
Comedy gold.
That's the kind of stuff that James Gunn is giving notes to Matt Reeves. Please someone save Matt Reeves. Someone go and check on him, because when people were like, "Oh, you guys don't know what he's going through," yeah. He's going through mental health issues because his boss is James Gunn.
Could you imagine? He's like, "Hey, Matt, great script. Dick jokes. You ever thought about it? Throw some in there, maybe. Be pretty funny."
Yeah, I got a whole folder of them that you can use.
You know what's funny? Kicking Batman in the nuts. That'll get audience.
Make sure he goes. Oh, like that. Big reaction.
I don't know what his obsession is with Batmite, because even in Superman, there's that little like, oh, they're finding a interdimensional, you know, might or whatever. Like whatever they say that's like describing him. I'm like, You even had to throw that. What is his obsession?
But he is obsessed with that level of character. And I think it's because he thinks that that's like the easy joke. Like people find
like
that
Polka
funny.
Dot Man.
Exactly.
Condiment King.
Yeah.
Condiment King is going to be in his Batman version, I'm sure.
Well, it was also pretty hilarious because so many people were like, James Gunn understands comic books, unlike Zack Snyder.
Trump.
And there was a video. There was a video of the cast, him and the cast, and they're like, they read, what's Clark Kent's middle name? And he was like, I don't think he has one. Does he have one? And no one knew. Even James Gunn was like, I don't. He doesn't have a middle name.
Fillmore.
No,
it's just Clark.
If you're a Snyder fan, you all know Clark Joseph Kent, because Lex Luthor says it in BVS. So James Gunn, I guess you haven't read enough comic books if you don't even know the main character's middle name.
Yeah.
So
what a hack.
That ain't
he
me.
calls himself Zach's friend.
Please, he wishes. Anyways. Enough James Gunn hate.
Enough venting.
That felt good. Got to get that out every week.
There was a Nintendo Direct today that dropped a bunch of kind of like third-party games. It was.
Yeah.
I saw people complaining, being like, this is what you're giving us, Nintendo. I was like, relax. Like, they're working on it. We're going to get the Animal Crossings. We're going to get the Zelda games. We're going to get the Mario games. Relax. They're just throwing out some other stuff. I thought there were some pretty cool titles that they threw out there. So... I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, this is like... it's called the Partner Showcase, so it's like specifically not Nintendo games, other people partnering with them. So they do a bunch of Square Enix games, so Octopath Traveler 0. So if you like the Octopath Traveler games, it looks like this one has more of like you're actually rebuilding a city.
It's a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're rebuilding a city. I have both the games. I played through part of Octopath Traveler and then got busy and haven't gone back to it. But like the graphics are cool. It's like 16-bit, like 3D.
Yeah, it's like Super Nintendo kind of.
They look really cool. And then there was another game from Square Enix. I think it was like Elliot's Journey or something like that. Similar vibe where it's like 3D, but also kind of like 16-bit. They look really cool. Well, I'm not. I think they put out a demo for that one. But other than that, I mean, there's the
Monster Hunter Stories 3,
which Crystal's apparently excited for.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment showed a little more of that. Once Upon a Katamari, Plants vs Zombies. Apex Legends, Star Wars Outlaws, which is coming to Switch 2, which I might get for that since I don't have a PS5 and I haven't played it, so I might be like, oh.
Crystal was playing Sabak earlier today.
So yeah, there's some interesting stuff, but I
mean, it's just like the extra stuff basically. But
stuff that you can't really drop in a Nintendo Direct that would, people would be like, that was so it's like, whatever. I got some sad news for you, maybe. I'm not sure. And maybe for both of you.
Beyond the Spider-Verse 2030?
The God of War show that they're doing.
James Gunn is
No, I want to get your reaction. I want to get your reaction to this. The showrunner did an interview and said that they're not going to follow exactly the game. Like, he's like, we're going to do some very unique things with the show. It's not going to just follow the game. And then he admitted he hasn't played the game, but he's watched all of the cutscenes.
Is he referring to like the rebooted?
The new
They're basing it off of the Norse mythology.
So he was like, we're going to do some very unique things. We already have some really good ideas to kind of change the story up to surprise people. And I'm like, is that what you want to do? Because I feel like that's what they said they were going to do with The Last of Us. Like, we got surprises. Like, I'm going to be a dad. That's not the kind of surprise we want. So I don't know. What do you think have you played those God of War games?
I played the first one.
Okay. So what is your reaction when you hear that? Do you get a little nervous, or are you like, I support this 100%?
I mean, I think it just makes me a little nervous, but I'm not the kind of person that's like, hey, that show needs to be one-for-one shot for the game. You know what I mean? Because they're different mediums. I'm the same way with like a book and a movie. Like I want to see how you creatively adapt something into a different medium, right? It's not going to work if the God of War show is just him running around with an axe going, yeah, boy, throwing his axe and hitting stuff for I feel like that'd an be hour,
punching chests.
I'd be like, okay, that's just like the game. That's exactly what I wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, no, it's a different medium. I'm curious to see what they mean by surprises, right? Because that story's really strong, at least in my opinion, for the first game, and I like Ragnarok too. So I would be curious to see what kind of changes they're trying to make. Are they like completely changing the story? Then I'd have to see how well they execute it, because that's where you run the risk of, yeah, you might be able to surprise people, but at the end of the day, is it worth it? Like, right. If you're going to make a change, it better be worth it for the story, not just because you want to, let's make it a little different.
Right. You don't want to subvert expectations just for the sake of it.
Right. Because that's where you get in trouble, and then people are just going to be mad.
Yep.
But as long as you can justify, like, this is a change in the story that makes the story better, or, makes something, the relationship with the characters better, I'm all for it. It's just whether or not they can actually do that. That's a different story.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that it can work where like the director or the showrunner isn't 100% like knows everything about the character. I mean, when Christopher Nolan came in to do the Batman films, he was familiar with the character, but he wasn't a big comic book reader.
He didn't even know Bruce Wayne's middle name.
Yeah, no one does. It doesn't exist.
Bruce Elliott Wayne.
Oh, dang, you know. But he brought in people that do know the character really well. So I would hope that there's at least somebody else making the show that's like, okay, I have a very, deep knowledge of this character. I've played the games, and like that I think is probably would be helpful to the show. But I don't think that he necessarily has to like have played every single thing. Yeah.
Who they do need to get is Henry Cavill, because he would understand the character, which reminds me, Henry Cavill had a interview with him. They said, what is he doing right now? He's like, I'm really working on the Highlander movie that he's doing. It's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Good. But there was an interview where they asked him, and he said he's been playing Red Dead Redemption, and he's like, I would love Red Dead Redemption 2. He's like, Arthur Morgan's such a great character. He's like, I'd love to play him. I'm like, that
I would like it if he was Dutch. I'd prefer that better.
Nah, dude. Henry Cavill as Arthur Morgan would be so good. Like, come on, that's a match made in heaven.
All right, boy.
Anyways,
can't you just hear him say that in his British accent?
Henry Cavill's so good.
All right, chap.
He's so good. Another trailer. I don't know if you guys saw this, but did you guys see Aztec Batman? The animated?
No, I didn't. I saw the title, but I didn't.
Okay, it looks like absolute garbage. Did you see it?
No.
You got to check this out. The animation looks ridiculous. Two-Face,
Aztec Batman?
Wow, Two-Face is like a Spaniard, and then the Joker, and it's like...
Is the Joker...
it's bad.
Cortez?
And it looks stupid, and I just... So
it's Harley Quinn La Malinche?
Hey, full disclosure, guys. There are two Mexicans right here. Josh and I are both Mexicans.
Take a guess at what I am.
Dutch. Born in Guadalajara, Mexico. Okay. So this should be. This is the demographic, right? Yeah. This is what they should be going for.
You guys can say this stuff.
This is stupid. Let me read you something. While some sources claim hundreds of thousands were sacrificed annually, most historians believe the numbers were lower, with figures like 20,000 to 250,000 people per year.
That's nothing.
For the entire Aztec Empire being cited. These figures are often disputed. Anyways, every year between 20,000 and 250,000 people were killed by human sacrifice by the Aztecs. And you want me to think like, yeah, let's do a series where Batman is an Aztec warrior and he's trying to save his people. The reason the Aztecs got their butt kicked is because all the rest of the Indians around there were like, these dudes are psychopaths.
And they're sacrificing our children.
We're going to side with the white pale faces that are coming here because anything is better than the Aztecs. Who made this idea? Who had this idea to be like, hey, let's do Aztec Batman, right? Latinos love Batman. This is so dumb, and the animation looks bad.
Two-Face is Spanish?
I think so.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's just so.
They should start dropping them into different eras. You know what I mean? Any type of war there's been, they like make Batman.
Yeah, this animation looks awful. It looks like one of those, like, really bad, like Bob's Burgers, like
that sucks.
It's a weird animation. I'm like, the outfits look goofy. It's just the story looks dumb. It's wild. You know, like they got Catwoman there, and she's gonna get Two-Face. And now that guy's gonna become Two-Face. There he is.
Wow.
Off of one scratch. Joker is some like Aztec warrior. I don't know. It's crazy. He's like a witch doctor.
I'm kind of into it.
There's poison ivy's in there. It's a weird thing.
I think the idea can work. I don't like this animation style.
Yeah, animation looks crappy.
But like the Batman Ninja stuff, like that.
Yeah, but that's different. Like as far as like, I see what you're saying, the Batman Ninja stuff. But when you're picking like the Aztecs and you're making Batman part of a culture that was like murdering people, like how many kids did that Batman sacrifice before the Spanish came in? Because that was part of their culture. Yeah. It's just a weird thing. And I feel like it's totally some white dude sitting around a table being like, we need to do something for our Latino brothers. Aztec Batman? Anybody? Here.
Like Cinco de Mayo already passed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they could have done a lot more with this animation. No offense to the people that did it, but you suck. And
offense.
Two things. Yeah, because San Diego Comic-Con happened last week, and none of the big studios were there.
They gave James Gunn a standing ovation, though.
They did announce, or they released a picture for the new Avatar show.
And the Avatar trailer was good, too.
Yeah. So the Avatar, The Last Airbender, so it's the third show in that continuity.
Yeah.
So they released a still shot of it, and then they also were talking about there's the upcoming Avatar movie focused on Aang as an adult that's coming out, I think 2026 or 27.
Yeah.
So there's stuff going on in that universe, and then the Avatar Blue People, the trailer.
Yeah, Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash.
The trailer looked good. Yeah. Again, they're not my favorite storylines. It's like Pocahontas, and I don't know.
I thought the second one was
really
unique.
Yeah, it was really only the first one that kind of was like that. I liked the second one better.
The one thing you can't criticize is those movies look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
The water looks like watching it. I was like, holy crap!
Wow.
Like this is insane.
It's real water, dude.
Wow, that's insane.
But it makes sense why they took like 10 plus years to come out with a sequel. Yeah. It's like so
I just can't wait. I just can't wait for the fifth one.
I know exactly
where he was like, I handed it to the studio executive and he just said, "Holy F." No notes. Okay, James.
Oh,
that movie's gonna make $1 billion, dude.
Hey, do you guys know what? James Cameron praises Zack Snyder. He says he's inspired so many filmmakers. So there's that.
And way better than James Gunn.
New Jedi Order movie starring Daisy Ridley as Rey will reportedly begin filming in 2026. We are on this podcast. We are defenders of the sequels.
Well,
for the most part, some of us are. I just want to go through kind of like what the Star Wars schedule is. September 19th, 2025. Rebuild the Galaxy 2. There you go, 4-piece special. October 29th, 2025, Star Wars Visions, Volume 3, 9 shorts. Young Jedi Adventure Season 3 in the fall of 2025. The Mandalorian and Grogu theatrical movie, May 22nd, 2026. Visions, The Ninth Jedi Limited Series. To be announced 2026. Maul Shadow Lord Season 1 2026. Star Wars Zero Company video game 2026. Star Wars Celebration Los Angeles 2027.
Is that going to be in top 10 next year?
Star Wars Starfighter May 2027. And then to be announced still is Ahsoka Season 2, which started filming already. Untitled James Mangold movie, Untitled Sharmeen Obed Chinoy movie, Untitled Taika Waititi movie, Untitled Simon Kinberg trilogy, Untitled Dave Filoni movie, Star Wars Jedi 3, Star Wars Eclipse, Knights of the Old Republic remake, and Untitled Skydance new media game. So, there we go.
Is that J.J. Abrams' company, Skydance?
No,
that's
Bad Robot.
Yeah, Bad Robot is. Skydance is...
Oh, is that Tom Cruise?
No, that's Scientology.
What am I thinking of? Doesn't that play in front of the Mission Impossible movies?
Is it Spielberg?
Yeah, but Skydance
he's
isn't...
Amblin, isn't he? I don't know. It's probably Disney. Disney owns everything. Yeah, that's a lot of Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Skydance Media is owned by its founder, David Ellison.
Isn't that who I said?
Tom Cruise Ellison.
Yeah.
So
I think it does play in front of the... I think you're right. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the mall show. I think that'll be good. I'm excited for Visions.
Is that just animated, the mall show?
Yeah.
I mean, when you look up Skydance, it's a picture of the founder with Tom Cruise. So there you go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the movies. They just need to cancel that Taika Waititi movie already.
They should. What he's doing a movie right now. What did he say? What are they? Oh my gosh! They just announced he's doing the Dredd remake.
And they're remaking Dredd?
And people are like, no, don't Taika Waititi doing Dredd. I guess so. Or maybe it's the sequel.
To which one?
The original.
Most recent one.
With Sylvester Stallone.
So, who knows?
You betrayed the lab.
That's going to do it for our news.
Yeah.
We're going to jump in now to the main topic of the show. Fantastic Four. First steps. We've seen it. We're going to go right off the bat with spoilers. So, sorry if you haven't seen it. You should go see it.
Sorry.
But yeah, so back-to-back superhero movies. We went Superman and then Fantastic Four. If you listen to our Superman review episode, we weren't the biggest fans. I think Mick was more positive on it than we were. I'm total opposite on this one. I love this movie. I thought it was really good. For someone that doesn't like Marvel movies, I thought this was closer to an original DC movie, the Snyder stuff, than it was to Marvel. There was humor in it, but it wasn't every 5 seconds. I thought the humor actually worked for the most part, and I thought the emotional moments were allowed to breathe.
Yeah.
And they weren't undercut by somebody making a stupid joke. I also think the score was really good. Giacchino does a really good job with this, and it stands out. Whereas I feel like in other Marvel movies, it's just kind of generic.
Background
is just like, let's pay somebody to do the cheapest thing, just do temp music. This felt like it was composed with a purpose, and it works in the film. Thought it looked really cool. I thought the villain actually worked. So I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought all the characters, all the actors did a really good job, and it gave a moment for each one to shine. Their dynamic together worked really well for me. So I really enjoyed it. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree. I think coming out of it, I was a little, I don't know if it was just because I was tired, but I was a little like, it was good. It was okay. It wasn't the best movie ever, but the more I think about it, I think it actually is a pretty good movie, especially compared to the recent Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Which in a way seems like an unfair comparison, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think the best part of the movie is just the dynamic and the chemistry between the four of them. I think they really sell that they are a family together. Like they're facing all this stuff together. They're sticking up for each other. There wasn't anything like, terribly like, how do I put this? Like woke or, because that was a thing that was going around of like, the Invisible Woman. She puts down
Oh, she's in charge.
Yeah, she's in charge. Like, she puts down Mr. Fantastic all the time. You know,
and
that
she
kind of
calls
stuff.
people out for calling her the Invisible Woman.
Exactly.
They're like, I want to be seen.
But there was nothing like that. Like, it was just a good story, a good movie. There didn't seem to be anything being pushed, which gets so annoying with everything that's come out recently.
Well, actually, Galactus actually represents the Jews. You know,
Hey,
that's the thing.
Ben Grimm was a Jew.
Yeah. What does that represent?
I don't know. We'll think about something to make it political.
Rock on which one? Okay. But yeah, it was very enjoyable.
Yeah.
I think that, like, maybe the few complaints I have is I thought that the kind of the middle part of the movie was just kind of slow and dragged a little bit, because there's a lot of like, there's a problem, we need to figure this out. You know, how are we gonna manage this? And I felt like some of that just kind of dragged a little bit, because it didn't seem like there was a lot for them to actually be doing, even though they were doing stuff. It just, I don't know if it was the way it was edited, but I just got a little bored during that part. But
yeah, there's also that for me where you have to suspend disbelief, but it's like, I'm okay with believing there's like a, you know, dude out there, this massive that's eating planets and a Silver Surfer, and that's fine. But the moment you'd be like, the whole world is like, hey, we gotta turn off the power. I'm like, my Mexican brethren would be like, hey, no way. We're not saving energy. Why?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like
they should have had a shot of one guy going,
yeah,
No.
when it's like the whole world is like getting together, and again, I was like, well, they're in a different
Right,
Earth,
yeah.
800 and whatever. So I'm like, in that Earth, people aren't as selfish as this one.
It does, yeah, and I think they actually kind of lay that ground of like, this is more of a utopia kind of world that they live in. Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah.
They even had the Underminer in there.
The Underminer.
Who was that actor? He looked super familiar.
That's Paul.
Giamatti.
No, Paul.
No, something. He's got a 3-letter.
Paul McCartney.
Paul Hauser, something.
Yeah.
Paul Dougie Hauser. Paul Joseph Hauser. Paul
Wall.
Paul Barry Hauser.
Anyway,
It is Paul Hauser. What's the middle name? Paul.
I'll find it. Paul.
I did want to see
Paul
more,
Andrew Hauser.
I did want to see more, like fighting crime. Like I feel like they did some kind of montage stuff here and there, and I wish there was more of a
Paul Walter Hauser.
more of a. Oh, I was right with Wall. Wow, that was.
He's in Richard Jewell,
Cobra
Luckiest
Kai.
Man in America, The Naked Gun, Queen Pins, Cruella, I, Tonya.
Cruella, that's where I know him from.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah, I wish there was more like dedicated, like this is an action sequence and they're doing something, because I felt like at least like them on Earth, like just showing that they are the heroes was all done in kind of montage stuff.
Yeah, it was
like they're trying to get to the
They kind of showed it like, oh, look what we're doing. We've been heroes for a while.
Yeah.
It's similar to what Superman did a little bit, with kind of like he's been around for 3 years. 300 years ago, these metahumans came up. He just lost his first. Like, they're trying to catch you up to, like, get you, like, this is what we're doing, so let's just show you really quick.
Kind of.
Because they didn't want it to be an origin story, you know? So
yeah, but
I think
you could still have, like, I mean, they do that thing where they fight the monkeys or whatever.
Right.
You know, so, like, that would have been kind of fun to see a more, you know, stretched out, no pun intended, sequence of, you know.
Whoa. Did I just not get the connection? Are those the Lex Luthor monkeys?
Yeah, you didn't see him tweeting?
I did like...
But that does feel like kind of nitpicking, because, you know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I really like the movie. I think that's one of my complaints is, like, I think there could have been a little more action.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like, oh, this is the worst movie ever, because there wasn't action. There was. I think they could have used some other moments, but I did like the vehicle of giving it the montage of it being like, oh, it's a show, and they're talking about like
that worked really well.
I thought it like that as an intro. I thought it was good, and then I liked the world that they were in.
Yeah, it was unique.
It was unique, a little goofy in some instances, like.
Unique New York.
Yeah.
Unique New York.
A little goofy for me, but overall, I can accept that because I'm if this were all the Marvel movies were set in this like kind of like it was, I would have enjoyed that. But since it's just this particular universe and these characters, it didn't bother me. I thought it was actually a unique take on a new universe, essentially. But yeah, I think he's not the Underminer. What is he? Mr. Mole Man. He was a little goofy.
Yeah.
That took me out a little bit, but then I was like, I moved on.
Well,
that's fine.
And I also thought, like, so your plan is a massive guy is going to come walk on the planet, so you're going to put everyone under.
Yeah.
You're going to put everyone under so that he doesn't. That again, I made a video about this on TikTok.
Oh, no.
But my least favorite thing, I think, in comic book movies now is because
this is post Man of Steel.
This is Man of Steel. It's because of all the whiners, and I'm going to call out the likes of Will Dobrats and other people that are like, there's so much destruction, man. What about the people? What about the buildings?
Name other people. Do it.
What about? And the thing is, now in every movie since then, it's like, we got to show an evacuation plan because, God forbid, imaginary people die in a crumbled building. I'm sorry. It takes all the stakes away because then you're like, nothing happens. Like, there's no people in there. So it just it's this whole thing that because there was such outrage about Man of Steel and the destruction that now in every movie, Superman does it where they evacuate the whole city and 11 million people in 20 minutes.
Back in the city.
And then in this one, it's like, but there's so many people here. How do we do? So it just... I don't know. To me, it's like I roll my eyes every time because I'm like, there's no stakes now because why am I worried?
Yeah.
Because the city's empty. So anyways,
I mean, that's
sidebar.
Kind of a whole exciting aspect of superhero stuff where you see them saving people and like, trying to problem solve like on the fly. Like even though Superman Returns is not that great of a movie, there are scenes where he's trying to do something while saving everybody along the way. Those are, fun scenes.
Or when the Flash saves those babies in the Flash movie.
Yeah.
Puts them in a microwave. Pretty good.
Or in the Justice League when it's like, the Flash is like digging people and then Superman's taking a whole building, right? It's that kind of stuff that you're like, it's so like, let me just like, hey, see, do you notice we're saving people? It totally takes away the stakes. And again, I know we're not talking about Man of Steel, but the whole aspect of when Superman has to make that decision about killing Zod or letting him kill the family, there's stakes there. And it translates to, oh my gosh, he has to make a terrible decision here. What's he going to do? As opposed to this other stuff where it's like, well, I even saved squirrels. So then it makes it be like, there's no stakes here. There's nothing.
He couldn't have gone and saved the family.
No, he couldn't have.
Okay.
Speaking of Man of Steel, did you see the more stuff of Zack Snyder's The Blueprint?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic Four?
Yes. With the thing
scene,
when he's pulling the...
I just got a feeling of like... Why is this so familiar?
Yeah.
I've seen this before.
It's like he cannonballs in and he's pulling the boat. I'm like, Zack Snyder's The Blueprint. And then what does Galactus do as soon as he gets to just like Darkseid, he pulls that dirt. I mean, come on, guys.
Yep.
Every movie, it's got something.
I thought Galactus was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought he looked cool. He's kind of a goofy character. Like he looks kind of goofy, big old bucket head. But
antlers on his
I thought they made him look cool.
But I thought they made him look cool. Like that, even that first scene where you're like,
his eyes just light up.
And they're like,
apparently a lot of that is practical.
Oh yeah, I saw his suit, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he looked really cool, and he was like a menacing villain, not just like a whatever villain of the week kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I thought that like you said, there's stakes there of him coming and destroying the planet, and it wasn't like he was like an intimidating presence, I think, and he didn't look stupid. And he looked like MODOK.
And visually, this no, he did not. And visually, this movie looks really good. Like when they're going through the black hole,
the black hole, scene
and they're being
awesome.
Chased by
when Interstellar.
That's what it looked like. I was like, man, did Nolan direct this in IMAX? I thought the Silver Surfer looked really good, and for a movie that had a lot of characters, I thought what they did with the kind of reveal, and like him translating the language and doing that whole thing and the flashback of her and that all that kind of stuff. I thought that was well done.
Yeah.
It might have, if I'm nitpicking, it might have been a little too quick, like as far as I go. But at the same time, I was like, I thought for what they had to do, I thought it worked well.
Yeah, I think I needed maybe like one more moment because I thought the scene of him translating it and he playing it and then her like freaking out, I thought that was cool. And then I think I maybe would have needed one more scene before she just kind of shows up at the end to save him.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit more. But I did like what they did with Johnny Storm because I feel like these people are supposed to be like, they're all really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
They're not stupid.
They're all
but
astronauts.
But I feel like Johnny Storm is always kind of like kind of portrayed a little bit as an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Especially in those first two movies.
And I'm not a huge like Fantastic Four, but I don't think I've...
Especially in Deadpool and Wolverine. Johnny Storm in that is a complete idiot.
But I thought it was cool to give him, like, show that he is actually smart.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, he's like, he's not just like, oh, you figure it all out.
Because that would have been so easy to rely on that kind of humor. Like, okay, we get it. He's the moron of the group.
Yeah. But I thought that was, really cool. And I just really like his relationship. What's the actor's name? Joseph Quinn?
Yeah.
He's really good. I really like him as an actor. Like, I feel like he has really good chemistry with all the other characters. Like, their relationship with the Thing was really good. Like, them joking around. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I would, because I saw that in the trailer. Like, whatever. What does it say?
It's clobbering.
Yeah. And I was like, it seemed too jokey, but I thought it worked well in the movie.
It played well in context.
Yeah. And I like how they're like, when they're like, why can't we just punch him?
Yeah.
And he's like, if he's a big guy in a suit, you can punch him. And they're like, yeah. And like their relationship was cool. But yeah, I think like you were saying, that scene where they're going through the black hole, I like never in a million years was like, we're going to have a space birth scene. And it's going to be exciting, It was really well done. And yeah, just even the relationship between Sue Storm and myself.
Yeah. I think my favorite part one of my favorite parts of the movie was the argument the fight they get into.
Yeah.
And when she says, sometimes you being you hurts me.
Yeah.
Like that was a really good line. It was like, and you totally understand it. That perspective of just, this is who I am. I do all the worst things, because I need to find a solution. I need to analyze everything. I just thought their dynamic was really good and how that was written. And even it's borderline. It's really hard to do things and then not make them cheesy.
Yeah.
But I thought when she takes the baby out, and she explains, I thought that was really well done, where it could have easily crossed into like, oh, that's really cheesy, but it was done heartfelt and connected,
And it was a believable thing and reason to say. Like, it didn't seem like, okay, you're just choosing the selfish. Like, it was like, oh, I get that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good thing to say.
Yeah. So I thought those really worked. Again, I think for the most part, there's nitpicks and stuff, but for the most part, I think this is one of the better Marvel movies for someone that's not a huge Marvel fan.
Yeah, I agree.
And this kind of just proves a little more to me that I prefer the more standalone stuff. I just feel like I can connect with the characters more, and then I don't have to worry about like, oh, where's the Hulk at? Where's Captain America at? Like it just felt like they're the heroes of the world. There's no one else, and I can get behind that as opposed to having all these different multiverses and characters coming in. It just kind of makes it too much.
Yeah,
it muddies everything up, and then you're left wondering like, well, why didn't this guy show up? Where was this guy? And then I don't know. It's just I prefer kind of more standalone stories.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I also really liked, I think you mentioned a little bit, like, I think Reed Richards' character was really good. And, like, his dilemma of the whole movie of, like, basically he's so worried about his son that something's wrong with him. And then, I like the stuff with Galactus where he's like, one nitpick is I hate, ever since Iron Man 3, I hate any type of news conference scenes in
I'm Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. Or
I'm Aquaman.
Yeah, or like any of that stuff is like, well, what did they say? What are you talking about? And so like,
what does she propose?
What does that mean for us? You know. But I thought it, for the most part, worked well. Just that he's like, oh, we couldn't. He asked for too much. We can't give up our kid, and then them freaking out about it. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. So I thought that I liked that, and then even just like you said, Jonah, with Sue Storm, where she's like, oh, I don't know what plan we're doing, and she's like, no, you already know.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I already know. But I thought him kind of working through that, like those dynamics, I thought was interesting character growth for him to kind of work through that. And I like that his dilemma of like, I'm a super genius and I see all the issues. That's what I have to work through. I thought it was a interesting way to show his character. I thought it was good.
Yeah. It seemed like they really limited his stretching.
Yeah, he didn't stretch a lot.
Because even when like Galactus is pulling on him,
does he not
stretching him?
There's a scene where Galactus pulls Reed Richards,
but if you like compare it to like the first two movies,
he tugs on him.
It's clearly a different power level. Like it's.
Galactus is really strong.
I saw people complaining that he's like yelling, but I was like, can he just stretch constantly? Like there's no pain.
Like there's different interpretations in the comics.
Is he Gumby? Is that what it is?
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because people are complaining, but I was like, I understand, like when someone's pulling you, it's different if I'm like stretching for something, but if you two were starting to stretch me, I'd be like, ugh. You know, like it just seems like a normal thing to like start to groan when someone's pulling you.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, you know? And Galactus is huge.
Yeah.
So when he's pulling his wingspan, I don't know. I was okay with him groaning.
It's looked painful.
It did look painful.
It would make sense to me that there is a limit to like, and he can't just stretch.
No.
He can't cover
his clothes were stretching too. Like,
you know what I mean?
That was crazy.
Like he can't just be
that.
like.
I'm just saying.
That'd be sick if he. That's what he should have done.
He should have hidden.
Oh my gosh.
Worn camo.
And then why didn't Invisible Woman just invisible the planet? Problem solved.
Wow, that's a good point.
She's not powerful enough.
Yeah.
She could have been.
The only way she got powerful enough is because her baby was in danger. Yeah. She was like those moms that lift cars.
Yeah, the cars up, yeah.
So have another baby.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What do you guys think of the post-credit scene with Robert Downey Jr.?
Wow.
Sure that's him?
They said it was him.
They said it was him? Yeah. That's interesting.
And the Russos directed it too.
I could tell. I instantly, when I saw it, I was like, we're back.
Yeah. We're so back. The Avengers. I could tell it looked gray.
Did we see his mask? I couldn't remember.
He was holding it. Yeah.
Because I feel like
it was an Iron Man mask.
Do you know, this is the dumbest thing, though. This is going to be the worst thing.
He's never going to wear it.
He's never going to wear the mask because it's Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, and so he's going to be like, you'll see it once, and then he'll be like, anyways, I got to take it off.
I can't
This is what they have to do. He wears it, but then it's just an inside shot like he does with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Anytime he talks, he's like,
I killed Jarvis.
Hey,
I mean, not Jarvis. Mavis.
That's what they have to do.
No.
I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool tease. Like, it wasn't anything like earth-shattering or anything like that.
No.
But
earth-eating.
Yeah.
It does get me interested on what they're going to do.
Yeah, because it doesn't... Like, did they already have... I mean, I guess they set it up that the... Whatever... What's this country? Latvia something.
Latvia.
Is it Latvia?
Yeah.
I don't think it's Latvia.
Isn't it?
Latvia's a real country. It's like something else.
Latveria.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The seat was empty or whatever. So I wonder if they're going to...
Is that the place... Latveria is next to Lucasville, right? I mean, not Lucasville, Lexville.
Yeah, it is.
Lexingtonville.
Luthoria,
that's what it was.
Yeah, they're buddies. But yeah, I wonder if they're going to do the whole story of like, hey, they were friends and knew each other, or if it'll just be like a...
I think he's from a different,
See,
Earth
I feel like
8217.
I feel like that kind of just like cheapens it.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know what I mean? Because then it's like, well, he's going to be like, well, back on my planet, we were best friends.
And he's like,
oh, wow, okay.
But on this planet, we hate each other.
Yeah. It's like, okay, whatever. It's like on my planet where Jim Carrey is Reed Richards.
That guy can't stretch his face in a very...
Yeah.
You mean the Riddler?
I mean the Rizzler.
Yeah, the Rizzler.
Because they're filming Doomsday right now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
What do you guys give it? What do you guys... I'll start. I give it 8.6 stretchy pants.
Whoa. I give it a 8.3. Super babies.
I'll give it an 8 things beards.
8 things beards. Nice. Hey, we're on the 8s.
Yeah, that's
there
good.
we go. That's an improvement of 2 and 4.3 and 6 point something of Superman.
It is a little, I don't want to say unfair to Superman, but a lot of things that happened in this movie, I was just instantly comparing to Superman of like, well, that's a good way to do that. That's okay, you know what I mean?
That's a good way to do
like the monkeys.
Yeah. Those monkeys were good.
And the hashtag.
Yeah, they were good.
Super crap.
But yeah, so it seems like, yeah,
it's a little unfair.
It's easy to compare because I'm like, I don't like the way they did this better. But yeah, the score was awesome. I really liked the score. Just wanted to say that.
It's a good score.
Yeah.
It sounded like it lost a little bit in some instances.
Yeah, it did.
And I liked that it was like pretty like almost upbeat. I'm gonna use a term that I know is not correct, but it was horny. Lots of horns in it.
No, that's.
I
correct.
liked it.
That's.
Yeah,
I think it was
good.
I think it's Horner.
I think it
James Horner.
James Horner. Yeah, it fit like the world.
Yeah,
I guess with like their.
It's a horny
theme.
world. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, brassy.
And that's better. That's better. Yeah, brassy over horny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say that I really liked is this didn't seem just like a gray movie.
Oh, no, yeah.
The set, the time period it was in made it unique looking for a Marvel film. And so I just hope they continue to kind of do this kind of stuff.
The one thing that bums me out about them not sticking in their universe, I'm assuming, is it'd be so cool to see other Marvel characters in that kind
like
of
Spider-Man?
like Spider-Man.
Your friend was there about Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a Brooklyn Spider-Man.
Popeye Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's when those characters were created.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see them in that type of
Would
setting.
you want them to do like standalone movies for each character in that time period?
I would-
Spider-Man like that.
I mean, if I would give me the keys to Marvel, I would have said after Endgame, do a hard reset basically, and do that as these characters are in the like alternate 60s timeline.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what they should have done.
Idiots.
Idiots.
Give him the keys.
Give the
man the keys.
I mean, do I have to say any more? It's obvious.
Unbelievable. Marvel, you screwed up.
You done messed up.
Yeah. Well,
Let James Gunn go.
we'll see how the box office does. Apparently, it's going for a big
Speaking of box
drop.
office, it's dropping?
It's going to have like a big
Like
drop.
50%?
60 something.
Ooh.
Is what they're projecting.
That's bad.
Which I'm like, why? I mean, Superman keeps making money.
Speaking of Superman, have you seen all the reports of Superman? It's now the highest grossing Superman movie, domestic of all time.
And I was like-
and then in like fine print, it's like, we didn't adjust it for inflation or all this other stuff.
Well, they're
but
like,
it's the
and
highest of
internationally,
all.
yeah. It's wild. Actually, we got to end with this. I forgot to tell
We
you
have
guys.
to. We have to.
Because the box office is kind of wild right now. So before Superman came out, they were like, it's gonna break $1 billion, it's gonna do all this stuff, and then they dropped it to like 800,000 in the bag.
No
and
less.
it was like 700, and now they're like, it crossed 500. WB is happy with that. Anything else is a cherry on top, right? So this is a post. It says, no, Superman isn't going to make $1 billion. It might not even make $700 million. However, there are reports from comic retailers everywhere that fans of all ages are flooding the stores, buying up Superman comics. Crypto-inspired interest in dog adoption to spike across the world. Kindness is the real punk rock has become a viral phrase. Wow. It has an 83 of Freshness score, a 92 audience score, and an A- cinema score. Soups is seen as a symbol of hope again and a positive force in the culture zeitgeist, and that has incredible value. So I'm like, you're
priceless. Priceless.
And they keep sharing this. I'm like, okay, so now that you're seeing that it might not beat Man of Steel's total box office, never mind the fact it didn't beat Man of Steel's opening weekend box office. So it might not be Man of Steel's. So now they have to be like, well, domestically it's made more money. Well, yeah, because when Man of Steel was out, tickets were $7. Now they're $20. So yeah, it's going to make more money.
The difference is that when Man of Steel came out, people were burning comics. People were taking dogs to kill shelters.
Exactly.
So it's the complete opposite.
Everyone
was depressed.
Exactly.
Everyone was depressed.
So it's just kind of interesting. I'm hoping it doesn't beat Man of Steel just because it's going to be hilarious to be like, really? You guys were talking all this game.
But Jonah's TikTok post is going to be an all-timer on that.
Oh, dude, I'm going to dress up as Cavill. Like, I'll dress up. I'm going to go buy a Superman costume and be like, woo, and just dance.
Like
just
Cavill.
dance.
Go live.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, it'll be interesting the next few weeks because it's already going on digital August 15th. They just announced.
Oh, really? That's
people
fast.
are like, oh. Yeah,
that's a month.
That's crazy.
So it's going to go on Amazon Prime.
Right? A little over a month?
Yeah.
5 weeks?
Yeah. That's like
2 weeks. Yeah. In 2
no,
weeks.
I'm saying like from when it came out.
August 15th is...
That's like a month.
Not a month away. It's 2 weeks.
Up. No, I'm saying from like when it... Because the beginning of July.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little... That's kind of crazy.
Well, it's just because internationally it's not making money.
Yeah.
So it's still making money
Well,
currently.
they'll get my $20.
But it's
when
like...
I rent it.
It's not. I gotta see them monkeys again. Anyways, that's gonna do it for the show this week. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, X. We will be back next week with more of the Nerd Age podcast. See y'all later.
Bye.
Yep.